Hey Aries, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for September 7th, 2022. This is for Aries last shuffle. Let's see what's going on. And we have family, friends, and guides. We have conflict, so there is definitely going to be some sort of conflict. Well, Ten of Pentacles wanted to flip out, and so that would say to me that, okay, there may be something that everyone wants to celebrate, and you can't, and it could be at work. There may be some sort of celebration that they can't share at work, or you can't share with your friends or family, friends or colleagues. They're worried about something being cut out of something. The conflict is following the rules. I think that whatever this is, now, there's work is showing up heavily, right? But it doesn't have to be work. But I would say this, what's being highlighted fully today is following the rules. Going against, look, Queen of Swords is here twice. Something, I would almost say that something needs to change at work, or the rules need to change. They're outdated about something when it comes to celebrating something or giving something to do with either breaks or something like that. Something needs to change tremendously. Somebody, okay, yeah, okay. So what fell out? We have Six of Wands, we have the Two of Pentacles, and the Queen of Swords. And this says that there's some sort of victory that someone is like choosing or accepting, like a promotion. And it's going to be a great thing. It's going to be a great change. But what it's going to do is maybe put you in a different position. And this could be you or a person you're dealing with. Like from here on out, they're going to be on a different level, and they're not going to be able to tolerate certain things that they could tolerate before, or that might be you. You're not going to be able to tolerate certain things you did before. And so it may be that they're concerned. They're like, everyone's happy that either you got, got promoted, or your friend slash colleague got promoted, but now they're the boss, or now you're the boss. It's something like that. Or now whatever, and it may not even be a promotion. It might just be like you're moving to a different place or doing something different. Like, you know what I mean? You might not, instead of being customer service, now you're part of the team that, you know what I mean? You're now on the opposite team of whatever you were doing before. So now you're the one that is, has to do the check and balance for your friends now. And so now that there's something, it's like there's things now that they can't discuss with you or share with you like you used to, when you're the crew. Remember there was, there's so much, right? There's something that maybe people are losing out on in some way. Like, say you used to be the cashier, but now you're making sandwiches. Is now before you could probably make a sandwich and then tell them, hey, ring it up for like this or something. Now you can't do that kind of thing anymore. It would be something like that about following rules, and there's a conflict between not knowing what the rules are anymore. Now that's the conflict. It's like, now I don't even know what the heck I'm supposed to be, what I'm being clocked on or watched on or being judged by, because the rules have changed, because I've been moved to a different position or something else. Transformation with the Five of Cups and Strength, and it would definitely look like the changes that now maybe there to some degree there was disappointment in the level of like a level of effort in some way, a disappointment in it, and now there's a disappointment in a totally different direction. Like maybe disappointed that maybe you didn't have as much to do. You may not have gotten as much compensation as you would have liked, and then you change to someone who goes above and beyond, and now there's a different disappointment. There's something about that there. This is all about the past, though. Maybe in the past, there's something about this is very sad. Or it's sad, right? You're changing from someone who's always maybe pessimistic to someone who's more optimistic, and that's another thing. A pessimism in the past, maybe you were always looking at things as the glass is half empty, and now you're seeing it as overflowing. It's something like that. And because I don't see Aries being pessimistic, more realistic than anything else, but they're showing something of pessimism, letting go of Queen of Pentacles and Seven of Pentacles. This would look like letting go of being closed up. You got to let go of being that way. You may feel like you have to be like on the surface, like very, responsible, very much so focused on your work, putting a lot of effort into working, putting a lot of effort into making sure all the work is done on top of that. Like you may have been doing your job plus everybody else's. Like, the trash needs to be taken out, right? You may have been that type of person, and you need to let go of that in a sense. They want you to like focus on be changing to making things more harmonious for you, because there may have been a lot more stress being that, doing things like that. You may have been the type of person that made sure everybody was okay, and kind of thing. Aries may have been the one that walked around and was like, I know that's your station, but could you please wipe that up? Because if you don't, then we will, we don't want overall everything to be jacked up. When I'm on the shift, everything needs to be this way. And not that it's wrong. It's like everything needs to be properly done, right? If I'm going to be here, if my name's on the schedule, I don't want it to be said that my name Aries is sitting here and the place is a mess and I'm here. Like that's not how I do things, the kind of thing. And so that may be something you're letting go of finally, so that you can go into your own doors of opportunity. Because there's opportunity for you. It looks like either a promotion or something. And this change and transformation may be disappointment of everything, because you may have been the support, you may have been all of that, and you're changing into someone who is no longer, I would say, hopeful about the support that you will be getting soon, in the future. There's something like that there. And the conflict, it seems, is just not knowing what the rules of engagement are, kind of thing. So there's talking about work, Aries. So there's a lot to this, or people that you know from work, or something like that. So if you know that you are not working anywhere, then this would be something. It would be more on a friends level. That maybe there's things going on in your life where you finally kind of you're more in charge of what you're doing in your own personal life, and you may even be more popular than usual, and the conflict it would be that you may not know. Oh gosh, it's something to that effect. Like you may not know which way to go. Like you're doing your own thing. You know how like you're doing your own thing, and it seems as though your friends may be confused about what you're doing, confused about how, like, well, what are you doing? Like, where are you going? What kind of thing? What are you about? What are you trying to do? And it's almost like, people, friends, usually they're a little bit more involved in your life. With some people, you watch people and they're like, oh gosh, my friends run my life. Like you see that sometimes where it's like, I don't want my friend to know, because then they're going to be this, that, and the third. And it's like, it's not their place to tell you what direction you need to be going in. If that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. Who are they to tell you anything? Who are they to be upset about it? Kind of thing. And so that would be the conflict, is like your friends may be like, well, I don't know what Aries is trying to, it's like, it's not for you to know what Aries is trying to do. That's my life, kind of thing. And so if this is not work, right, this would be about you being very disappointed in your level of support with your friends. Like they may be always naysaying in some way. And so you may be letting go of investing a lot of time into them. You may be letting go of investing a lot of care, because it's like, I need to make some changes in my life, and I don't, it's not your place. As you may be more protective of your energy, keeping things to yourself, because they don't know which way you're coming. And it looks like that, like you're more so like, you don't need to know what my plans are, which is, sounds like a typical, pioneer. All right, if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.